Kylie Jenner, a billionaire at just 21, was once a huge fan of buying things on credit. She'd often flaunt her expensive purchases on social media, making her followers want to keep up with her luxurious lifestyle. But have you ever wondered what happens when the buy now, pay later trap catches up with you? What makes it so hard to resist the temptation of buying things we can't afford? Yet, here are the 6 psychological tricks behind buy now, pay later that are quietly draining your wallet, and how to outsmart them. When we see something we want, our brains are wired to want it now. Buy now, pay later services tap into this desire, making it easy to get what we want without the immediate financial pain. But this instant gratification can lead to a never-ending cycle of debt. Take the case of Alex, who bought a new phone on credit and then struggled to pay off the debt. He felt like he was stuck in a vicious cycle, and the stress was affecting his relationships. The psychological effect at play here is present bias, where we prioritize short-term gains over long-term consequences. As Alex's story shows, it's essential to consider the long-term effects of our spending habits. Buy now, pay later services often use a technique called the decoy effect to make their payment plans seem more appealing. They'll offer a range of payment options, including a really expensive one, to make the other options seem more reasonable by comparison. For example, a company might offer a $1,000 product with a $500 upfront payment or a $100 monthly payment plan. The $500 upfront payment seems more reasonable compared to the $1,000 product, even if it's still a lot of money. This is a classic case of the decoy effect, where the presence of an extreme option makes the other options seem more appealing. The psychological effect at play here is anchoring, where we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we receive when making a decision. When we buy something on credit, we tend to mentally separate the purchase from the payment. This is known as mental accounting, where we treat different types of money differently. For example, if we buy something on credit, we might think of it as free money because we don't have to pay for it immediately. But this can lead to a phenomenon called hedonic adaptation, where we get used to the new purchase and start to take it for granted. Take the case of Warren Buffett, who has spoken about the importance of living below your means. He's known for his frugal lifestyle, despite being one of the richest people in the world. The psychological effect at play here is the Diderot effect, where we feel pressure to keep up with our new purchases by buying more. Buy now, pay later services often use limited-time offers to create a sense of urgency. This is known as the scarcity principle, where we place a higher value on things that are scarce. For example, a company might offer a limited-time discount on a product, making us feel like we need to buy it now or miss out. But this can lead to a phenomenon called loss aversion, where we fear missing out on a gain more than we value the gain itself. Take the case of a person who buys a product on impulse, only to realize later that they don't really need it. The psychological effect at play here is the scarcity principle, where we overvalue things that are scarce. Number 4 is the one almost nobody gets right. So stick around to learn how to avoid the scarcity principle and make smarter purchasing decisions. Buy now, pay later services often come with hidden costs, such as interest rates and fees. These costs can add up quickly, making the true cost of the purchase much higher than the initial price. For example, a person who buys a $1,000 product on credit might end up paying $1,500 or more in total, including interest and fees. The psychological effect at play here is the present bias, where we prioritize short-term gains over long-term consequences. Take the case of a person who buys a product on credit, only to realize later that they can't afford the payments. The psychological effect at play here is the scarcity principle, where we overvalue things that are scarce. To break the cycle of buy now, pay later, we need to take control of our finances. This means being mindful of our spending habits, avoiding impulse purchases, and prioritizing our financial goals. Take the case of Ronald Read, who lived a frugal life and left behind an unexpected fortune. He's an example of how living below your means and prioritizing your financial goals can lead to long-term success. The psychological effect at play here is the power of self-control, where we make conscious decisions about our spending habits. To avoid the buy now, pay later trap, it's essential to be mindful of the psychological tricks that are used to make us spend more. By taking control of our finances and prioritizing our financial goals, we can break the cycle of debt and build a more secure financial future. Start by reviewing your budget and avoiding impulse purchases, and you'll be on your way to making smarter financial decisions. Subscribe to Cashology for the psychology behind your money.